let's see, where there's room to go.
So then would you be taking profits on those 20 go-to stocks and then think about where the direction is going to be?
It depends what tier you're in.
Okay.
If you were in tier 1 and you added a trading tier yesterday, sell that trading tier because it's day 3, but stay long these 30 go-to stocks if you're a macro investor because they act well and some of them have room to make new highs at some point this year.
Really quick, let's go to the Qs because we're going to talk about mega cap stocks that happen to all be in tech later on in the show. It's been holding up really well. I just wanted to see if it still has more room.
Yeah, well, the Qs are showing relative strength. I'm going to show you the chart of the Qs so this way you could see, what I'm talking about here. You saw the spiders, you saw them, at the lower end of the range. The Qs already are at the upper end of this range. So if you look right here, the Qs look like they're trying to break above this lower wedge, whereas, the spiders are not even close. So that's showing me relative strength. That's showing me that tech is still the place to be, especially in high beta tech.
Crazy, because September is usually the slowest period for tech. I wonder if investors are getting hip to that and then buying on the dip. So let's go to Sector Spotlight, though. We want to shine the light on the best acting stocks, not necessarily in tech, but we will start with Apple, of course. Closing the upper end of its range yesterday. Seems to be, is that a positive indicator for the markets?
Yeah, well, Apple always gives us clues. Yeah. On Monday, it went positive. Tuesday, yesterday, it was up $4 or $5. Today, it's up. I see a very crucial zone that I want to watch for Apple today. So you look here at the chart, you'll see it broke above this wedge or this downtrend. Okay, now it's forming another inside range. Can it break above this and sustain it? If this stock starts to get above 390 to 391 and can hold it, it'll show us more health in this market. If you were in a tier 1 here and you added and you're still only in tier 1, take a trading tier because this thing looks like it's on its way back to new highs.
Trading tier mean add some more and then see if you can get some bang for your buck there.
Yeah, okay. Cash flow.
Okay, great. So let's go to Amazon. You said yesterday it was really outperforming Apple and it had another stellar day.
Well, that was the trade we were talking about. Big day Monday, was opening down Tuesday. We traded through Monday's high. Cash flow trade. If you look here, it worked very well. Okay, it did open below yesterday's high and traded to the highs. And now you have another area of resistance. Question is, can it sustain a day 3 of a move? So that'll show us whether or not there's health here. This stock, to me, will be at new highs at some point, probably one of the first ones there.
All right, let's go to MasterCard. Had a great day yesterday. One of the best performing stocks of 2011 in the S&P, closed on the highs. It seems like investors are really buying into the strength and continuing to buy into the strength.
Well, MasterCard's been on the list above all the moving averages. What I want to show you in MasterCard, which is key, is that it tried to do a breakout failure, but the market wasn't letting things just go to the upside and clear. So MasterCard, if you could look here, you'll see this was the day that MasterCard tried to break out and gave you a short-term sell signal right here. Went through, couldn't close in the highs, came back below. That's what I don't want to see today in Apple and Amazon. Okay. And that caused a little bit of a decline. Held support, regrouped. All it does is need more time for the market to say you have the green light for new highs. Stay tier 1 and also continue to trade this thing intraday because there's action.
All right, and let's round it out here. Well, we have Green Mountain Coffee. Hit another 52-week high yesterday, up over 200% for this year. I mean, what do you do?
Well, it just shows you could be a stock picker. A lot of people on TV are saying you can't be a stock picker, everything's moving together. I call baloney. Anyway, at this point, this too tried to break out and failed a little bit, not showing you that breakouts are working yet, but if you look here, it could try with the futures up. It tried to break above this recent high, showing you that stocks can make new highs. It's been above all the moving averages, acting well. I think the last time we talked about it is when it broke this mini downtrend. This was a good entry. Here is a momentum entry. So now let's see if it can extend. Into new highs right now in a tape that's a little sketchy. It's hard to just buy here, but I think you could hold this one. This one's a leader.
And then if we see some sort of sellout, that's when you want to get in on for that breakout then.
Yeah, kind of like you saw the breakout failure in MasterCard. You could have bought the dip, and I'm sure it'll work at another time. It might be the same here.
All right, Wynn. Sold out pretty steeply right in the beginning of the open yesterday, but then rallied.
Yeah, Wynn was downgraded on valuation. That just means that it's acting well and people don't understand why. Anyway, it's been a strong stock. It's a key stock for that group. If you bought that dip yesterday, you're doing well. It now has a small little flag type pattern here. If this starts to get above this 155 and can sustain it, this too can get back to those highs into the 160s at some point. It's working on a nice area of the range. And I continue to love LVS as well. We've been talking about staying long LVS. It's above 48. This stock, too, I think makes new highs this year, no matter what the market does.
All right, so that's your strategy for what's working. We'll be back with more stock picks for today, as well as some mega cap stocks. Stay with us.